Hey traders, John Hell here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a bit of a big picture on where I believe we are when it comes to the stock market. And so many people are saying that this is the biggest bubble of lifetime, and the market's going to crash and all that sort of stuff. And we're getting towards the end. And if you listen to your mate Harry Dent, I know you guys, I know it's your mate, right? If you listen to your mate Harry Dent, he says, we're at the top of the market again. And Ray Dalio says that the next crash is going to be worse, and so on and so forth. So where do I personally believe we are? Where are we right now, I believe, and what's the come? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so this is more like a 10,000 bird's eye view on where I believe here. I've heard so many people say this is the biggest bubble of a lifetime. Serious crash is coming. And I see that so many times when it comes to, I've seen that now so much, especially the last few months. And I saw it last year as well too, and and all that sort of stuff. And so I find it really, really, really interesting to see where we're at right now. So on a technical perspective, guys, we can see we're looking at the Dow Jones. And before I forget, guys, so many people have asked me, how do I personally trade the markets? Like I invest in the stock market, so I buy and hold for many years, but also have a trading strategy that I use throughout the year of how I produce an income from actually trading. And if you'd like to learn that strategy and how I do that, then just go to John's Free Training, or there should be a link in the description or the first comment below there. Click on that, and I'm running a live webinar today, and I'll walk you through how I trade the market and my trading system, and how I actually trade the markets that allows me to generate an income throughout the year from that. And you'll be able to see all the details. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to actually walk you through all the details so you can start to implement it today. So go to johnsfreetraining.com. Let's get straight into the chart. So on a technical basis, guys, the trend is your friend until the end. And what's happening right now on the Dow Jones, I did a video on this day right here. See this candlestick right here? So I did a video right here. And if I let me just bring up here for a minute, my channel. And I want to bring this up because here we go. All right, so I did this video right here. Let me just bring this up. All right, here's the video here. Okay, so this is the video that I did back 6 days ago, actually. And so if I actually bring this up through to here, let me pause that. Let me actually see if I can open this up. So as you can see, right, this is on the S&P 500. I said this is the arrow here, and we're creating the same formation that we're creating the same formation we did back here, and we're creating it again here on the S&P, and also the do I look at the Dow? Where's the Dow? The Dow, and there we go. The Dow Jones as well too, right? So I had an arrow here, and I was saying, hey, we have another one of these reversal patterns, so I'm expecting to see a move up. You can see that on the charts there. So if I look what's happened, We've actually continued to have a very nice move up on the Dow, and also the S&P since then. So the pattern worked out very, very well. So what I expect to see happen has happened. Now, let's continue on here. From a technical point of view, I see that the market is still in an upward trend. The trend is your friend until the end. And again, I know a lot of people saying the biggest stock market crash is coming, and all this sort of stuff. So the thing that I'm looking at right now, guys, is on a technical basis, we have a low, we have a high low, and we have a higher low through here. So I could be wrong on saying this, guys. No, forget that last bit there. The market is in an upward trend, and for the trend is your friend until the end. And when would the sign of the end be, or a warning sign? It would be a break below this level. Until we break the 3,850, the trend is still your friend. So as you can see here, right? Look at this here. We had this low here, and we had a slight high low. Even though we had the big pullback, did we break the low through here? No, we didn't break that, did we? No, we actually held it just slightly and then took off. Now we're pulling back, we're doing this. So I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, to see a continuation. This is short-term analysis, guys, because I'm looking at the daily charts. A continuation of this market here. And same for the Dow Jones. Look at the Dow Jones. Came right down out of this sort of wedgie. That's right, the wedgie. A wedgie. had a pullback, had a pop out, and then a pullback down to the support level, and then now a break to the upside. And so you can see where we're at right now. Once again, the trend is your friend until the end. And now we're starting to see what? We're now starting to see something like this developing over time. And we can see that we have this low point through here. We had this low. So there's, look at it, pulled back, but didn't break the low, did it? This low, that was that line in the sand. Higher low, ran back, pulled back, higher low. So this is the line in the sand around that 32,000 that if we stay above it, the trend is still intact and we're likely to continue this movement. Now, let's go back to, that's on a technical basis there, guys. Technical analysis there on that there. Now, let's move on now through to the big picture of what I see when it comes to the stock market cycles and so on and so forth. So there was a picture, an image that I want to share with you here for a minute, and this is the image here that I want to share with you, because I think a lot of people think that we are in the midst of one of the biggest bubble of lifetime, and we're gonna see a serious crash. I do believe we're in the midst of the biggest bubble of a lifetime, but I don't think we're there just yet. This is now 10,000 foot for you guys. But also remember too, I want you to remember too that it takes time. It doesn't just happen in one day, but we do take time for things to happen. And so if I look at what's happening right now in the markets, the government is still pumping trillions of dollars into the economy and into the system. The bond market is useless. Cash is useless. So all the big investors are doing what? Running to real estate and also running to the stock market to get a yield. So there's so much stimulus out there right now in the markets that I believe that yes, while this is building up to be the biggest bubble of our lifetime, I don't believe we're there yet. We have a long way to go before we see the prick of the bubble and then a complete meltdown and all that sort of stuff. That's where I see, because the government has created a situation where there's really no other place to go apart from NFTs. Can you guys believe that? NFTs? Seriously? What? I was talking to some of my private clients today. I'm like, can you guys believe this? Like NFTs? Like seriously? This is just absolutely nuts. People selling farts. Like, what's going on with that, guys? Like, oh my goodness, you want a fart? Here's $85. So, I'm in the wrong profession if that's the case. Like, I need to start drinking a lot more soft drink and recording my farts. Oh man, I tell you, where's that coming from? Anyway, so we can see people are chasing, do whatever they can to chase these markets, and obviously we see crypto, where crypto is right now, and so on and so forth. So while we are in a big bubble, I believe that when we're looking at, say, the stock market cycles and the cycle analysis and so on and so forth, let me bring this chart up to here. I believe when we're looking at the actual cycle of things, and this is what we're looking at right now, that we can see that this is obviously the psychology of the market cycles and blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera. I truly believe, guys, that looking at where we are in the market, I believe this point right here was last year. I believe this is what the market's been doing, which it has been doing something like this, right, for quite some time. So we can see that that's what's happening through there. But I truly believe we're getting ready for something like this. I truly believe we're getting ready for something like that, like an explosion move, like 40,000 down, maybe even a 50 or 60,000 down. I don't know, but an explosion move in all things. Just we're talking like we're talking like rampant inflation, right? Rampant inflation, and not only in the stock market, not only in the property market, but we're talking about even food prices, commodity prices. Like look at corn today. Look at corn and soybeans today. Absolutely just took off like a rocket. If I bring this up, let me actually show you this here. If I go back to CORN, look at corn today. Big up moves, 7% up moves. Soybeans, SOYB, look at soybeans, big up moves. So there's still a lot of money chasing into this. But when we come to the actual overall psychology of the markets, I believe we're just starting to get this hope, right? And there's a bit of optimism now in the markets. So I truly believe, guys, yes, while we're in the midst of the biggest bubble of our lifetime, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I believe we're likely to see something like that. Maybe this equals a 60,000 Dow. I don't know. But the biggest bubble of our lifetime, the biggest crash of our lifetime, and rampant inflation is is here and is continuing to build, and then we'll likely see something like this, and we're going to see something like that again. But I believe we're in the mix of that. So that's what I see right now, guys, because of just where we are. There's so much, think about the markets, right? Think about the markets. Like, the market just doesn't have, a little, like, think about a fire like an energy field, right? Like, generates energy, right? There's a little fire there. There's a little fire in the markets. What the government has done, not only with, 0% interest rates and massive stimulus, but creating what's happening in the bond market and so on and so forth as well. Like the market right now has a massive bonfire underneath it, and I believe we are just getting started in this here. Now, yes, we will get our corrections, guys. Remember, this is a 10,000 foot view as well. Technical analysis, short-term view. What I'm talking about here, 10,000 foot view. So you're going to get your weeks where you have pullbacks and so on and so forth. But the overall trajectory I truly believe we are in the mix of one of the biggest bubbles of our lifetime, and we're just in the middle of that. We're not towards the end of it. But when this does end, the biggest crash of our lifetime will happen. Rampant inflation and so much more. That's what I see. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the chat box below. But guys, this is just what I see on a big macro level. But when it comes to my trading, I just follow a system. I just follow my system. If I'm looking to generate income from the markets, I just follow my trading system. Again, I'm running a live webinar. If you want to get access to that, then go to John's Free Training. If you miss it, I apologize. I only do it a few times per day. And if you do miss that, then I do apologize in advance. So click on that very first link in the description there. I ran it yesterday. I'm also going to run it today again for the last time. So just go to johnsfreetraining.com, guys. Like, subscribe, and also, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you honestly think that we are at the top right now and we're going to burst, or do you think do you agree with me where we're just halfway? We're halfway there because of what the government has created. Let me know, guys, and I'll speak to you guys real soon.